All drawing questions in organic chemistry use the Marvin sketch drawing palette. No matter what type of question it is, if it's an end of chapter, if it's a concept mastery, reaction explorer, it always uses the Marvin sketch drawing palette. The first thing you'll see when you open a question like this is a little green edit button. You click that button and that will open up the palette, allowing you to draw your structure. You don't have to download anything. There's no plugins. This opens up in any browser. It works on all operating systems, all browsers, no plugins, no downloads. Very, very simple. In this video, I'm just going to take you a walk through all the buttons on the palette. So the two most important buttons you use quite extensively are these buttons here. This button is the multiple line tool. If you click, hold, and drag, it allows you to draw as many bonds as you need. So let's say we need 6 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This tool here allows you to draw single bonds. So if you just highlight a place where you want a single bond and click, you can get a single bond. If you want to actually place it in a certain location instead of just clicking to the default, so the default is sliding off to the left, if you want to put it off to the right, you can click, hold, and drag to move it there. There's a little drop down menu here that allows you to draw double bonds, triple bonds, wedges, and dashes. For a double bond, you can also just highlight a bond and click and it'll switch to a double bond. If you want a triple bond, you have to go grab the triple bond tool and put that in. This is the erase tool, so if you want to erase something, you click it. If you want to erase the entire structure, you can take the select tools, highlight the entire structure, and then click erase. If you make a mistake, this is your undo, and this is your redo. Okay. Plus and minus are for charges. So at this point, let's say we have this thing highlighted. We have this structure highlighted. If I want to move it, I don't grab the box or anything else. I have to grab a bond or an atom and then I can move it. So now this is how you move structures around. But now we want to make a plus or a minus. So, So what we do is if we want to put in an oxygen, for example, we can click the oxygen and type it in there. Or what I can do is I can just type in O when my cursor is anywhere around, and now I can make as many O's as I want to make on the structure. The other thing you can do is just highlight an atom. So right now I'm on a carbon tool. If I just highlight an atom and type O, it'll turn to O. So if I take the plus tool and click plus, the charge goes to +1, then +2, +3. If I take the minus tool, I can bring it down to +2, +1, neutral, and then negative. So the plus and the minus allow you to change the charge on an atom. Lone pairs are automatically put in. This is the plus, as in this structure plus another structure. So for example, if we were doing a mechanism and we wanted to say this plus this forms something else, we would click this button. It also has a drop down so you can choose between a regular arrow, resonance arrows, and equilibrium arrows. So we have the tool clicked. It does two functions. If you just click in the box, you get a plus. If you click and drag, you get an arrow. So I want to put a plus between these two. And then I need an arrow, so I'm going to highlight them, move them over, then go back, click my plus tool, and then put in my arrow. This allows you to do mechanism arrows, so it defaults to the single barb radical. If you click it, it's a drop down, you get the double barbed one. So for example, if we wanted to draw a mechanism showing how the lone pair on this oxygen here comes and attacks this H, what we can do is click the double barbed arrow, then the oxygen gets highlighted. We need to click the lone pair on the oxygen and have it go out and attack the hydrogen. Notice the dotted line, that's showing what two atoms are being affected by this mechanism. When you let go, the dotted line is there. When you're confident, just click the arrow again and it'll extend all the way out. The system will grade either this or this is correct. Okay. The box tool you don't need to use. These are your atoms, so if you want to change something to a nitrogen, you click nitrogen, change to a nitrogen. If you want to change to something that's not in one of these, once again, you can just type in like Na, and there's your Na. Or you can go into the periodic table. If you want a silicon, there's your silicon. Along the top are tools you don't really use that much. The open, the save, the new document, you really don't need those. The undo and the redo, those are the ones you use quite extensively. And then also you have the cut, copy, and paste. When you hover over them, they give you the keyboard shortcut. You can only use the keyboard shortcut. If you click the button, it's going to tell you have to use one of those keyboard shortcuts. So if we wanted to copy this, remember we'd have to go Command C. I'm on a Mac. If you're on a PC, it would be Control C, and then Control V for pasting. And then I can copy, paste it, move it around. Notice only the structures are copied and pasted. The plus and the arrows don't get copied and pasted, so you would have to put them in yourself. And if we want to get rid of this, just hit the delete. Now, let's say we needed to complete this reaction on the other side. Well, there's no room. We've run out of room. So what you can do is this magnify button. You can either zoom in or zoom out. So if we want to make it a little smaller, now we've done that. That gives us the ability to add structures on the other side. So let's say we want to put these two structures on the other side. So we'll Command C, Command V to paste it, and then we put them over there. Now it can extend off now that we've copied and pasted, and that gives us the room. So this is your zoom in and out, so it allows you to expand your structure past the frame. So those are all your buttons. There's another video explaining how to draw structures, and there's a third video that gives you a full 14-minute overview of everything. Thank you.